Before I start this video, I gotta keep telling y'all I appreciate y'all for rocking with my platform. I've been gaining almost 1,000 subs a day, so I have to keep telling y'all it's greatly appreciated because these videos take a few hours to make and y'all giving me confirmation that I'm doing something right. But let me know in the comment section what y'all think about 50 Cent's son getting involved with Big Meech and 50 Cent beef, because he just jumped out the window and laughed at Lil Meech for getting exposed by 50 Cent.
And I had this overwhelming thought in my head, and I think like something is telling me to tell y'all or share this message with y'all, because I feel like it's somebody out here, or maybe there's a bunch of people out here that need to hear this. And it was like, you thought you were special. You really thought you were special. Told you you were special. You thought you were special.
Later on in this video, I'm gonna break down where I believe 50 Cent and his son went wrong, because I believe 50 Cent had all intentions to see his son successful. But first I want to get to these post and delete pictures Big Meech made on 50 Cent. He posted 50 Cent and 6ix9ine together with rap emojis again, but this passive aggressive angle Big Meech taking ain't valid to me. You have to approach these allegations head on if you want to truly change the narrative on if you a snitch or not. These IG posts and not addressing it is only making the people believe you went bad more and more. Now, in my last video, I told you I had a feeling Rick Ross was either trying to do a movie or a Netflix series with Big Meech, and he finally confirmed he trying to do a movie with Big Meech. He said he ready to drop the big budget on the Big Meech movie.
Yeah. So look, I do want to do a BMF film because you've been entertained by a lackluster, small budget series. Now it's time to do a big budget film. Which director? Shout out to my homie F. Gary Gray, Antoine Foucault, what's up? Tarantino. It's a lot of legends. This is gonna be big. I can feel it. I'm just talking. Listen, when you talking to a major player such as myself, the moves I make, I most definitely have an agenda. I don't do anything to pick a little peon. You know what I mean? It's bigger. It's bigger. The world is much bigger. You understand? So look, one time for the real hustlers. February 13th, that Big Meech concert going down in a major way, and all the hustlers gonna be in the building. You heard me? I'm gonna do that BMF. I might do 14 times for no reason. You heard me? Holding up that official Bel Air bottle. You heard me? One time for me still locked up. One time for all the Rick Brown Lee just came home. One time for all of them at home. Cause you gonna make it and don't never crease love you.
I wonder how all that's gonna play out with Tammy owning her life rights. I knew Rick Ross had some kind of agenda dealing with Big Meech. I'm just wondering how all this gonna play out. Now let's get to 50 Cent and his son, Marquis Jackson. Now 50 Cent gets the reputation for being a bad father when it comes to Marquis. At first I thought he wasn't cool for not being involved in his oldest son's life. But the more I dug into the situation with him and his son, the more I can understand why 50 Cent detached from him in the first place. Coming up, 50 Cent was proud to embrace his fatherhood. He had him on red carpets and music videos, and to the public everything was good. But the older Marquis got, the more 50 Cent tried to mold him into being a man. But as the time went by, Marquis started showing 50 Cent signs that he couldn't be trusted. And when he seen the picture with Marquis and Supreme's son, to me, that was a straw that broke the camel's back. Now Marquis stances that 50 Cent wasn't present enough growing up, but he got a bad rap to the public when he claimed $6,700 a month for child support wasn't enough to live a good life, and Choke No Joke challenged him on it.
I had to rebuild my life over with $6,700 a month.
Marquis, I know you feel like that ain't a lot of money, but it's a lot of people here watching right now.
It's
girls that's getting $200 a month child.
$600-700 a month in the state of New York City. You do the math.
Oh, I done the math. I've been in child support, bro. I went to jail for it. And if he's contributing $6,700, that means your mom's got the other half. It ain't just for him to just take care of you. She got to take care of you.
If I told you right now, right, you got to start your life over right now with $6,700 a month and rebuild your life.
Yes.
Can you do it?
With $6,700, I can.
You
with
have nothing.
$6,700, yes, I can. I'm from the I'm from either or budget. $6,700, I'm good.
That's what I'm saying. This is the point, bro. I'm not. All right, so hold on.
And
this is my point. I'm a millionaire. Me. Hold on, Brody. Hold on. It's not about the $6,700. That's the point. No, I don't that long. Anyway, this is the point, right? It's not about the money. It's about me wanting to see you thrive. I don't want to see you survive. I didn't make millions of dollars to see you survive. That's not my goal. That's not the goal. The goal is not to be a billionaire just to see my child survive. That's not a goal.
Marquis, if you don't him, what do you expect him to do?
I do, but that's the point. So when he paints this entitlement out in the public, he's entitled. Bro, I could have went to school 5-10 years and went to go be a doctor and collect child support. And I didn't. Because I'm not entitled and I do not care about no bread, bro. Bro, so I don't know why you sit here saying 6, 7, that's cool and all. That's fine. That's fine, bro. I'm Gucci, I'm chilling. But what I'm saying to you is, yo, bro, ain't about it's disrespect publicly. You're not gonna disrespect me, pay me as somebody that I'm not. I'm not entitled.
Entitled when you say
I don't just because I said 6,700 ain't no bread. Still make 6,700 today. So to me, it ain't no bread.
6,700 is not yesterday's 6,700. She would have got a lot more for 6,700.
Okay, and it's still not a lot of money,
today.
bro.
We're not talking about that.
That's not in my eye. It's not a lot of money. I've seen a lot of money. That's not a lot of money.
I'm not saying it's a lot of money. We're talking about living. That is enough money for a 3-bedroom house and paid all the utilities. And
where? Your child don't know what it feels like to sleep in a 13-bedroom house. Does he? Oh, no, wait. Your child
father didn't come from no 13-bedroom house. He was sharing a bedroom.
Let me talk, bro.
Humble yourself. Your father's success ain't yours.
Let me talk.
All right,
exactly my point. So why though? Brody, listen. It's not my success. And remember, you asked me earlier. I said, why would I be talking about him? I don't talk about him.
No, I said you should.
Well, look that he accomplished. That's not me. I don't want talking about him then, because it makes no sense. I do not care about that. I do not care how much you love Aaron. I love myself. I do not care, bro.
For you, because you grew up in a 13-bedroom house. I've been in that house. That don't mean nothing. I brought it up.
I'm always find money.
Could you
afford
right now to pay your bills and pay a chick $6,700 a month? Yeah.
Me? No, that's why I don't have kids.
Okay. Understand that, brother. You see how you say no?
And I guarantee you this. Brother. I guarantee you this, Brody. I guarantee you this, Choke. I guarantee you this, Choke. And I guarantee you this, Brody. Listen, when I do have a kid, and if we do separate, my child will be living better than me, if need be.
Even if 100%. Even if they don't respect.
That's my responsibility. That's my responsibility.
So
growing up, sometimes I would wonder what it would be like to have rich parents. But $6,700 is more than enough money to have a good life when you actually coming from the ghetto. In my opinion, Marquis is out of touch because he grew up around his father with millions of dollars. So to me, his son is more bitter than anything. But he is a clear example why kids need their fathers, because bruh coming off his mama raised. My mama raised me by herself, but I had a strong grandfather that helped mold me into a man and to not always emotionally react, but mentally respond. But before we get to the rest of this content, make sure you hit that like button. Let's get this video to 100 likes. Once we pass 100 likes, 500 likes. Once we pass 500 likes, 1,000 likes. We're up to 20,000 subscribers. Appreciate everybody subbing up, hitting that like button, leaving comments. Clip reacts reloaded. So 50 Cent was asked, can he ever regain a relationship with his son, Marquis? And his response was very interesting.
Between you and your son. Because a lot of people from the outside, the boy looked just like you. That's a lot of people from the outside think that situation is sad, man. That y'all can't come to something.
It is sad. It's a sad situation, right? And when you pray for success, you don't necessarily pray for the things that come with it, right? And there's no such thing as success without jealousy, without envy, or entitlement. And entitlement is growing in someone you love, in the scariest part, right? And his mom developed an entitlement that cannot be met. Filtering that energy through his actual personal interests. Let's say now that he's starting to like females, he's conscious of what kind of shoes he want to wear. I need these Jordans, the retro Jordans is coming, different things. And then his mother go, all right, I'll get them for you, but it just bothers me because you're supposed to have them all. So while being a privileged child, he feels deprived. When you had everything I didn't have. I can tell you how much my kids cost. In New York State, 1.360. You see what I'm saying? And I don't have an issue with paying the support fund. The reason why I'm the way I am with those kind of situations, I pay my support that year that the baby's born. Move the money to the account, let it, and it automatically disperses a certain amount of money per each month. So with him, I noticed over the years like it developed, because I blamed it on his mom for a long time. But it's not his mother, it's him. Like I've gone places where he was at and he left.
Fifth, you love your son?
I used to. You ask yourself how long, a complicated question would say, how long can you love something that don't love you back? You see, so in this experience, you look and you say, I didn't think success would cost me my firstborn, but it's the situation it is. Like my grandfather would say, if rather like a snake, if it slithered like a snake, is it a snake or do you need to be bit? Right? And that's the Aiken, South Carolina, and this the country, she'll say. And what he keeps saying is every time you see the boy, he's show up with somebody you got a problem with. What does that day? People will always try to make relationships on a common bond of disliking someone. Like, be friends with you because your enemy is my enemy.
Yeah.
And he sees himself that way. To the extent where he's actually taking pictures with Preem's son or doing different things that, and you go, well, I'm like, I don't even understand where your motivation comes from with these things, but.
Can you excuse any of that because of how young he is?
No, he's 23 years old, 24 years old. It's not a baby no more, it's a grown man. See, I look at you as you've grown, your decisions that you make as you start to pass what they would have did to us. They would have charged me like an adult at 15. So at 23, it's like you grown in my head. My homeboys, they had their babies at 15. At that point in the neighborhood, that was when you actually got into, we started to you know what I'm saying? It started to really get into, and everybody 15, 16 years old was the point that he was having kids. So like I was super late with him because I didn't want to have, something that I didn't actually connect with because we both was babies, at that point. And then later, I mean, all these things don't turn out the way you want. Life just doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? And
what would have to happen for you guys to have a relationship again? That's the last question I'll ask about it.
I don't know. Like, I ran one time. This is ill, right? Right after it was 2 months before his support was finished. Right? Time he's standing at the desk talking to the jeweler, and he had a small diamond chain, 2 small diamond chains, trying to get a bigger diamond chain, right? Trading them, see how much you get that one. And I walked in, he goes, "Oh, you have somebody like watching me?" I said, "Nah." He said, "Oh, so coincidence?" He said, yeah, coincidence. Then he turned back to the jeweler, he goes back to talking to the jeweler, and he's like, nah, I can't do that. Now I'm like, because of how much the jeweler's asking him for. He said, "You can't do a booth." Negotiating, putting 2 small diamond chains back to get a bigger diamond chain with the money I'm mailing it. His mother never had a job. She didn't do nothing. I would have questioned whether I was wrong if she did something after the fact. She genuinely did not want to do nothing. This girl looked me in my face and told me, like, she was like, "You bought Mike Tyson's house?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "So why you ain't tell me this?" I said, "Because you ain't moving there." I would have had to leave them in Mike Tyson's house. Like Mike left is the old lady in them there when I got it. You see what I'm saying? So, because they would have said he's accustomed to this lifestyle and this is what he would have. It would have changed the whole scenario. So, when I said, nah, you got to go, you're going to get a place over here. I gave her the same money that I gave my grandmother to buy my grandmother's house, for her to pick out a house and buy her house. And you go there until you figure out what you want to do. You don't want to do nothing. You're not coming with me stand like that. She was like, you did it already. Don't nobody work without have to work. You already did it. Feeling like the records you already sold. If I was thinking like that, that's who I was. Yeah, they've been over.
In my opinion, Marquis lost 50 Cent trust and respect. I don't know how deep their turmoil goes, but everything in the public, at least, is not that deep. Pride and ego is a man weakness. So it's going to take somebody to put their pride to the side to make it work. I never want to see nobody fall out with their kids, so hopefully they can make it right. Now let's get to Wack 100. Wack has a lot of insight and behind the scene knowledge on what's going on with Big Meech, and he gave more details on what's going on with Big Meech.
Let's get one thing right. Big Meech is nowhere near the hero story, right? He was a hustler. You cannot place a dude in the hero side, right, that went to jail for flooding our communities, our women and our children. Let's not do that. Yeah, where we come from in these streets, people gonna look up to it because it's money, right? But no, it's nothing he's done to this date to say he's a hero. For us to say that, then we got our youth wrong, bro. Big Meech ain't nobody. That's it. Remember, he never made it in the music. Jeezy made a right turn, got with Coach K, went straight to Def Jam, right? BLEU DAVINCI ended up going to jail and going bad and telling himself, right? So now let's do the math, right? Meech was successful at it to a certain extent. That's what he was. You can't show me where he built some schools or went over here and did something for the kids. You know what I mean? You know, when you get the streets, right, our women, they smoke it, pregnant, they immunity up. I ain't knocking his hustle, but I gotta call a spade a spade. You're not gonna get Wack 100's voice out there to these youngsters calling a hero, bro. He was hired to do a show. That show was greenlit by TAMMY. Big Meech signed his life rights over to the cooperant, TAMMY.
Wait.
Ask yourself why.
So you're telling me that TAMMY agreed that Lil Meech could do that show? You're lying.
Bro, the show wouldn't have happened. The show wouldn't have happened if TAMMY didn't sign off on it. She controlled the rights. Meech didn't give it to his baby mama, to his mama, daddy, his brother, his kids. He signed over his rights to TAMMY. Explain something to you, bro. He got the same paperwork we got. And guess what else she got? She got all the correspondence between her and everybody else while she was working for this dude. What happened? All the details on everything. She got paperwork, she got documents, she got everything. Now, the real question here is, what would have made TAMMY turn on Big Meech? No, that's the real question. It's two factors. It's only two factors that I can see that would push her to that. One, he came home and now want to take control of his life rights, right? Okay. Two, what jail do what they brought? Baby, it's me and you against the world, right? Yeah. I know you doing it, putting your life on the line. Boom, boom, boom. It's me and you. When I get out, it's me and you against the world. She got the show going, everything going. She think that's what it is. As soon as she gets emotional, who you think she gonna call? Taking back his life rights, this, that, I'm gonna take control of my baby, whoop, whoop, whoop. Going down, oh, well, you know, we gonna call 50. 50's gonna be the shoulder to cry on. And one thing about 50, he understands the music business. They'll build as fast as they building you up, they gap in case they gotta tear your app. They don't do it until you make them. But if you put them in the situational position, they gonna do it. We've seen it happen, right? So guess what happens? The play you see right now. 50 would have never tripped until he did that with one of his ops. And one thing about 50, cut the daddy off, the son off. He might even scrap the last one. He don't give a What he's about to do is burn. He built it up. 50 built up BMF to the world. Can't nobody take that from him. No, Little Meech cousin 50.
I know, but like the story of BMF is still bigger than just what 50 did.
Oh no.
He threw him to the wolves.
You missing the point right now, bro. What's about to happen is 50 finna burn that mouth. When he sit that woman down and she exposed that this dude is right, it discredits the whole legacy of it. 50 already got his bread. He didn't milk it for. Okay, so this you think you bigger than the program? You for my ops? Watch this. And when she sits down and exposes dude, it's no more glorifying Big Meech. Even if he wanted to go back and do the dumb shit, he couldn't even call to connect. They ain't with it. And CUFFY on his way home in like 18 months. It's really gonna be bad then. Bro, one thing about 50, bro, everybody know it. Bro, if you cross him, if you hop up on him, he going for the juggler. And everything tied to you, you just collateral damage. That's him. I understand him. I'm the same way.
At the end of the day, the people just want to hear a response from Big Meech. Him avoiding a conversation compound with 50 Cent discrediting his legacy will only be a career ender. It's going to be very interesting how Rick Ross produces the Big Meech movie with everything going on. But when Tammy does her tell law and starts implicating Big Meech and cooperating with the feds, it's definitely going to get dark. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section, and make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's get this video to 100 likes. Once we pass 100 likes, 500 likes. Once we pass 500 likes, 1,000 likes. Definitely appreciate everybody that's hitting the subscribe button. Just hit 15,000 subscribers on the road to 20. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notifications. Clear Reacts Reloaded. To the next one, another one. Done.